Hello and welcome to another episode of Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. I'll be trying this Float Trip Lager by Pint Brewing Company out of Bucyrus, Missouri. It says a float trip is the quintessential Ozark experience. Comes in at 4.5% on the Richter scale, or ABV, alcohol by volume. And that's about all it says. It says Ozark well water, which that'll be pretty cool. Malted barley, wheat, hops, and yeast. And you can pause to scan if you would like. And then you can check out Piney River Brewing Company and Piney River Brewing Farm in the Ozarks. Anyway, pretty cool. This was part of the ale mail that I got from my friend Tim, or better known as One Beer Around the World. Well, Around the World, One Beer at a Time. I'll get it right. Around the World, One Beer at a Time. I will tag him somewhere up here and in the post. So before I'm going to get into this, I'm going to tell you guys a little beer history. Viking mythology, actually. The Norse sea god Igar and his family brewed beer for the gods. He would host parties for the gods where they would drink his beer, and he made it in a giant kettle given to him by Thor. There you go. The more you know. That actually has a pleasant, light, refreshing nose. And I do smell a little bit of hops in there. Not quite sure what hops are in there, but thank you, my friend Tim. Let's give this a try. Cheers, Prost, Slancha, and Skull for my Nordic friends. You know who you are. That is really smashable. Has a little tartness on the finish. I'm not sure why, but that is very smashable. I was about ready to just not stop drinking it. It's really good. It's a little bit different than some lagers. It has a flavor in there I can't quite get, but it still tastes very good. Here we go. Let's do a little bit of hard pour, see if it changes any of the notes at all. Some nice beer head there. Yeah, it gives off a little, it must be that Ozark water. Yeah, that's solid. That is really solid. That is probably one of the better lagers I've had in a long time. Or in the top lagers that I've had, for sure. That is really good. I would say the hard pour doesn't change it quite too much. It's about the same. I would say on the hard pour, it might be a little bit more body to it, not quite as crisp as it is out of the can, but it is still delicious either way. If I was out there hanging out with my boy Tim, around the world, one beer at a time, and we went to Piney, I would definitely reorder this again. Thank you, my friends, so much for this. I highly recommend, if you can get it, Piney River Brewing Company out of Bucyrus, Missouri, with the Ozark water coming in. That's pretty good. Yeah. This is really good. I'm going to give him a 10, man. That is a really good lager. That is a really good lager. I got to write it down in my book of 10s. But yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. And again, follow my boy here, around the world, one beer at a time, Tim. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the ale mail. And as always, peace, love, and let's continue to experience this beautiful world together. I'll see you next time on Pint Time with Backpacker Mike. And if you know anybody who's into craft beer or travel, please send them my way. I'm the guy they need to follow. Thank you so much. Peace.